Hey everybody, we're playing Wingspan on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. You're not going to be watching this on Thanksgiving, but that's what it is here today. Well, this is a thing, another interesting start. We got to go bird bander. Don't like it. I saw that we have ourselves a bush tit in the wetlands in the tray, but we are going second. Total birds. Well, we don't have anything great. We would like to get this partridge down as soon as possible. Generally speaking, that sea eagle might be good. But it's a lot of food. Resets the bird feeder. We got burned by our frogmouth, which reset the bird feeder, I feel, a game or two ago. So, do we do the chiff chaff though? Is that really a thing we do? If we do this, we have one food left over. We want to hold on to some food. But man, such a useless power early on. You really want to hold on to those cards for extra food. Could go Migrator. Total birds. It counts as round two. I think we try a Migrator. I think that's what we do. It will get buried quickly, I suspect. I'm gonna be a little sad if the bush tit remains. And we could have started working on a very nice wetland engine, but for now, this is what we got. Black Swan and Godwood, a little early for you guys. We're gonna go Migrator. I don't care what anybody says. Nothing wrong with the Chimney Swift. Let's prove my man Flan incorrect. Well, that food ain't great. Away goes the bush tit. My opponent's gonna play it. Then draw more cards. I think we play this, grab the grain, and move it to the wetland so we can dig ourselves. Then we'll have the food for the partridge. A little lacking on nectar. But that's okay. I mean, that whip bird's a little tempting with this guy, but we're going to get the food for him early. We want some high egg capacity birds, and we want birds that can live in multiple habitats. Yep, down goes the bush tit. So we'll let my opponent do a couple draws. Make sure we grab the grain we want. Head on for the wetlands. Do a little digging ourselves. If nothing pops up here, maybe we play the partridge, just kind of spin a turn. Maybe my opponent is just dying for a black swan. Maybe it's part of his grand plan, but if so, he's probably gonna grab it right now. We got a cherry hanging out. None of these birds meet our bonus card. I mean, the Godwit's a good card. What does that get us? More cards and a bonus card? Is that really a good card, though? It's good for the third end of round. 2 egg spaces. We want something that's going to work for us a little more this early on. Although it does get us looking at 3 cards. Drawn birds. Found one. Excuse me. He did not like. And tucked it. Do we just start drawing here? We're not ready for that Godwit yet. Draw a face-up card. You may reset the tray. It's a ground nest for round 4. It only cost us 2 food. Now it's just egg space, too. Another egg layer. We kind of like that. Well, we're going to stick where we are here. Keep on drawing. Well, this guy might be a thing. We're working on getting this guy down. He is better than a Chimney Swift for card draw for sure. So we'll go to our forest. I instantly regret. Oh no, but the fish will do it. The fish will do it. Let's see here. Do this and hope for a nectar. We get one. I think we gotta leave him here. We're gonna play a couple cards, including our duck. And maybe we do grab that godwit. We're starting to get somewhere. 2 egg capacity, so we can't get a tremendous engine going. But we can get something going. We will only spend the fish for now. We got 4 turns left. Spend the fish. Keep that nectar. Grab. Well, let's see. We don't have enough time for. We don't have the food for all of these guys, sadly. It would be nice to get mega egg layers going nice and quick. But I don't think it is meant to be. We gotta. That cherry is our weakest link for that plan. We could get food again and do it. Do we do that and just absolutely secure our eggs for quite a while? Good way to start the game. Tray's not looking promising. We are going twice. Again, the tray is not great for what we want here, though. I think we grab the godwit and one more. Maybe do a tray reset. Well, the godwit can be picked up with the musk duck, so we'll grab that up. After a couple randos. And then it's going to be probably... Well, let's see. If we have something, we could do sparrow. No, we don't have time. We need to play something, eggs, play something right now. Don't think my opponent has anything that's going to give us food. Not a thing. Continue to draw. You know, the bush tit's nice, but it does reduce your cards in hand to a single card draw, which is not the strongest. American Crow is nice, though, in the wetlands. Okay, someone's going for an engine and could be serious. Do we do one more round of card draw? We got a nectar. We do one more round of, well... We do, of course, get first dibs on the tray round 2. But is it worth it? I think it's worth it to do another card draw here. Both of these are kind of tempting. I do love big birds. But we'll do this. That does not help us. It is a bird bander bird. That is also a bird bander bird, which we kind of like. We'll take this. Sadly, we are going to miss our chance to play both this guy and this guy. I think we're going to tie this end of round. Nope, he's got one more nectar, so he's definitely planning on playing another bird. So we will be losing this end of round. But we will be set up well for the start of round 2. Losing the first end of round goal is when that dread starts to sink in a little bit. You start thinking, uh-oh. But the game is young. We are lacking cavity nest. My opponent has at least one. We have one with our chimney swift. Alright. Let's get this guy down. That's very good. Then we will lay eggs and wait to see what round 2 has to offer us. Could, of course... Well, we don't want to get food. Play the Harrier right away. Round 2, if the tray is of no interest to us. If the tray is of no interest to us, we'll grab the food. And maybe we get a nectar out of it. Okay, we'll do this. What did my opponent do? He spent his nectar. He's got 0 turns left. He did not get another bird down, so that is a relief. Let's get a bunch of eggs. Such we can get the common buzzard down. I guess we could do it with food. Is that worth the end of round? That would turn this into a... Ooh, that would be a 8-point play for 2 food. 2 food that we don't really have great plans for. Mm, I say yes. Oh, we can't. Oh, we'd have to play it on something. We are not ready to cover. That's not going to do anything for us. We got to fill up this partridge a little bit, unfortunately. That musk duck we'll have to clear out, and hopefully we'll move that swift away from the forest. What do we got? We got nothing. Sandhill crane. That can be a sleeper agent sometimes. My opponent could get that for his grassland, but then you got a really weird tuck for an egg, spend the egg on the crow for a grain. That makes it 2 points. So really you're getting like 2 points out of these three, no, 3 points out of 3 cards. It's not bad, but it's super expensive. It'd take a long time for him to get down. Don't think I need to be afraid of that. If he got a... Maybe we deny it, because he could get a, what's that? Ruddy, not the ruddy duck. The duck that techs 3 cards for a grain. That if he has that in his back pocket, we'd be doomed. So I sadly think we need to deny it. It is a bird bander bird. Is it too late for you? I don't know. You're nice. We need more. Well, you are a cavity nest, so I think we are going to get that down. We'll chuck this guy. Or we could just reset the tray and hope for something better, but nothing else great. That seems like a real big roll of the dice. I think I'd just rather grab this guy and chuck him for a food or something. Rainbow lorikeet, supposedly people like that one. I just have this natural aversion to all of the spend a nectar or get 2 nectar if your opponent has a nectar or trade a nectar in for an egg, and I don't know. There's no nectar in the tray right now. We got a cherry, however. Is it worth it? My opponent might snag it. Oh, it ends a cavity nest. I think the answer is yes, then. I think the answer is yes. Low egg capacity as well. This nuthatch would do better, a little bit better in that spot. Hmm. 1 point bird, but we could eventually put this guy on top at the end. Change it to a bird bander bird. Definitely don't want to play him on the nuthatch. So I think we will grab him if my opponent does not. What's my opponent even up to? He's got some very base game birds down. Keeps the lorikeet in place. 2 birds. Okay, so he has no interest in that lorikeet, it would appear. Send you to the wetlands. So we're going to slow walk it here a little bit. We now have the food for the lorikeet. We'll put him down. And then we can put down our nuthatch. Then we'll have 3, count them, 3 cavity nests. What'd you do, buddy? Uh-oh. The engine continues to build. The dread starts to sink in further. My opponent doesn't have a bunch of tiny birds, does he? He does not, so we don't have to worry about that fairy wren. We'll grab this guy. Carrion crow. We will leave you where you are, sir. Well, let's make sure. What's going to happen after we get these 2 guys down? Maybe the carrier into the grasslands. Doesn't really help with any end of round. Helps with the bonus card. Where do you want to be, Mr. Swift? I think we could actually get him into the grasslands. That way, maybe we get an extra egg for when we lay eggs for the end of round goal. Do we dare reset? Opponent's be going to do so much card draw. I don't think we do. I think we just grab it. Well, we got two already. Should we deny the fairy wren? I don't think so. Do we even do anything? I think we have to. I don't like turning up two cards, but we got to be brave in this game. Fortune favors the brave. That's a bird bander. Don't see us playing it, but we'll grab it anyways. Reveal a killdeer. My opponent might want that for the wetland. I don't know if we want it at this point, but maybe. Maybe we do. We got lots of egg layers. I think we'll take it. Mid round 2. Would we have time to play it and get this engine and this end of round up and running is the question. We have to grab, play, lay eggs. We'd be able to get down our 3 cavities. Still. Don't know though, it's a 1-point bird. We have so many cards already. Got a decent forest coming our way, but we have a decent wetland as well. My opponent is contemplating that killdeer. Is it time to pivot? The answer is no. No way. You got such a powerful engine. But is he going to deny it? I would suspect he would at least deny it. If he played it, I would not be sad about it at all. He's already getting the 2 cards, plus 2 eggs. And exchange an egg for food if he wants it. I feel like he's already got a better setup here than the killdeer, so... Of course, he might have some great grassland birds that this one will. The killdeer will help, but... Feels like a trap to me. For both of us. Hard to say. Okay, he did snag that killdeer. The wedge-tailed eagle is a nice, big birdbander bird. So we can snag it. And then do... That'll leave us with 3 turns. We can do... You know. Where are you? We do lorikeet, chickadee, eggs. That laughing kookaburra, he did not want that either. That would be great for his wetlands. And it would have been a cavity nest for him, but I guess he's not really focused on the end of round. I don't think we deny it. We're going to grab this wedge-tailed eagle, though. We got a rat for it already. That's... Oh, ooh! The plot thickens, okay. So, do we put that guy down, or do we play the rainbow lorikeet? Do we stick to the plan? I think we stick to the plan because we want this end of round. But you'll be going down round 3 for sure. Don't help with this end of round goal. It is a tiny bird, so suddenly the splendid fairy wren not looking awful. We'll grab that guy. And sure. Well, don't with the buggerty gar. I mean, it's a point generator, so we'll see. My opponent might want it. Put down our cheapo lorikeet. We gotta keep it clear for our buzzard. We gotta remember that. But we also need to worry about our musk duck. We got one more end of round that requires egg laying. What'd you do? Alright, Eleonora's. Roll the dice outside the bird feeder. Luckily there's only 1 right now. Gonna have to try to manage that, but that's really an impossible task. Oh, what are we gonna clear out here? I guess we clear out our musk duck. Okay, here we go. We're gonna put eggs in our chimney swift for um, round 3. We'll check the willet, right? What else we got here? You never know with you. I realize that we only have a single Word Bander card so far, so that's nuts. It's not looking great. I don't know if we're gonna hope we find something that lets us discard that thing. What is our Abbott's? Okay. Yep, definitely the Abbott's Booby is going to be our savior for that one, because we're not going to be going for that anymore. We've got too much other good stuff. My opponent with a single predator, so the carrion crow can definitely go. Alright, well, I'm relieved we got that booby, because we're going to do this. Because we're not making any progress on this bird bander. Do we want you to go somewhere? We could probably send you to the forest. We don't mind that. There we go. Easily secure that end of round goal. What's my opponent up to? Don't know. Oh, we still got one more turn. Just gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna hope we can get the food for this guy, even if we have to overpay. I think we will. Oh, nope, we can chuck a card for a food. That's nice, so we might not have to overpay for him, depending on the reroll. But he's definitely priority number 1 to get down. Start a next round. Looking good on many of the end of rounds here. Don't foresee us laying eggs anytime soon. We have so many. How badly do we need to build out our grassland? I think this guy can go in the grassland. Get our wedge-tail eagle into the forest. We are overflowing with cards. Wetland, we've got bonus card birds. So then the question becomes, do we go for the eagle first? Or start racking up the points with the goldfinch? We could do nectar, rat. We could check a card for a grain. And see what the lorikeet. Think about the lorikeet. See what the reroll has. We got 1 food now. We can get 3. We can get 4 total. Oh, it was eggs. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even paying attention. It was eggs in cavity nests, not nest type. Well, there is a nice chestnut-colored longspur, but I don't feel like we're quite in the mood to be drawing. I feel like we got work to do here. Opponent's not really in a great place for bonus cards. It does not have a ton of cards down. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see what the reroll is until we activate the lorikeet. Do we move the swift or do we leave it there too? I feel like it's time. I feel like the swift's time has come and gone. You're just gonna stay where it is. Neither one of these birds is gonna help us with this end of round. How far ahead are we on this one? Only 2. Do we want to reevaluate? Are we gonna be able to get down like the Godwit, you think? Let's find out. We're gonna leave you here. You're done. You have found your permanent home. Oh, that's nice. We approve. We're going to be 1 food short for getting both these guys down at once. So I think we do play this guy first. Well, let's see what he's up to. He's got 2 food. If he goes for draws cards here, well, either way, I feel like we're going to miss a tuck. I think we just get it down. We have plenty of cards to chuck for. By plenty, I mean a couple. 5 turns left. Okay, food. No. Goldfinch. Food. We could get 4 here. How many do we need? We need 3, 6, 9. We currently have 5. I think we do need to play this guy. We could play this guy into the forest. Makes our forest a bit weak. But I think that's the play. This guy can go elsewhere. And yeah, we might put him in the... I don't know. What are we going to be doing? We're getting food for you. We're not going to be laying a ton of eggs. We're not going to be drawing a ton of cards. They might both wind up in the... What'd you do? In the drug birds. Yeah, it's time. Well, now he's going to... He's got 3 food. What are the chances of him drawing cards again? Well, we don't play him. We'd have to get food again. He'll draw cards by then, so we'll do this. Of course, if this guy hits, it gets us more points. If he does not hit the goldfinch, well, then it's even. Okay, this is 6, this is 7. That gives us some wiggle room, and if the eagle hits, then we are in a good spot. So we'll do this. I like this. We gotta clear... I don't even know if we're playing this guy anymore. Seems unlikely. But we'll do that. We'll keep those open. Grab up our nectar. We have 2. We need 3 and 3. So that is going to be... We need 4 more. I think we can get this without too much. Common Raven? Maniac. You utter... Okay, well, he's gonna have put down a lot of bombs. I'm starting to worry about this one. I cannot deny that. How's our small birds? Next to none. You can go. We're gonna have 2 if we're lucky. Okay, is this going to be enough? One, 2. We might not activate the lorikeet since the tray is not great. We could grab a grub and hope for a nectar on the reroll. You do not hit. So if he draws cards, then it'll be even. I guess we get a grub and probably another nectar, so I think it's worth it. So yes. Okay, perfect. And we empty out the tray for his falcon, Eleanor's falcon. The bird feeder is full. Put this guy down. Put this guy down in hopes that it secures us the end of round. We remain 2 ahead, so how many turns does he have left? He's got 2. He'd have to get 2 birds down right now. I don't even think he's got the food for it. He's getting the food for it, but... So yeah, and he's gonna have 2 eggs, so he could do it. We'll have 3 food. It's a 3. 2 cards that have to... Nope, he can't do it. He can't do it. We are very safe. We'll do this. We need 1 nectar, or 1... We gotta do it like that, I believe. Yep. Because we need... Well, let's see. We have 0 nectar in the wetlands. So can we do it with just 1, I believe? Yeah, we can. So we will do that. Nope, that's not going to do it. Dang it. That's going to do it. Okay. Now we have 1 nectar left for our wetland fillet. Take them off you. Do we want to do that? How often are we going to be laying eggs at the end? I guess that depends on how many nice cards we have. We're kind of stuck after the next turn. Do we clear out our platform nests, our ground nests? My opponent with a few spots. He's going to be spending a ton of eggs. He's going to have barely any eggs. So we're okay clearing this guy out. Giving us more room to lay eggs on him. Although really, as long as there's 2... Yeah, well, Or we're thinking a little too hard here. Down will go our Godwit, and that'll also help with this booby. So all of a sudden we're 3 here, so that could turn into a 4-point bonus card quite easily. It's not going to happen with either of these two. Could happen with the buzzard, actually. That would change our buzzard into a pretty strong play. American Woodcock, 9-point play. Can't complain about that too much. Very good, sir. We'll clear out our nuthatch now. Uh-oh. That one ain't happening. That's the one that's going to have to go, unless we play this guy. Can't see that guy working out for us. Unless we get some really great small birds. Some really big point small birds. You're not going to be it. That's an excellent bonus card. You're not going to be it. Okay, well, our path is clear. Bonus card, bonus card, bonus card. Eggs. We're actually not going to be winning these end of rounds if we're not careful. It doesn't look like we will. I don't think we're going to be drawing cards. We have 6 turns left. We just got to do food, play, food, play, food, play, and hopefully get some eggs. Suddenly I'm regretting clearing out that partridge. With our very strong food draw, maybe we could get some... We don't have to draw food as much as we may think. Thank you. Okay. We're going to have to draw ourselves just some normal food here. Get a grub for the wood stork and a rat. Do we need multiple rats? I don't think so. But do we only have 2 cards we really want to play? We do. Okay. Take a nectar for the lorikeet. We'll take a... Well, no, we don't really need any of this stuff. And a grub. Well, we can't grab that yet. We have no fish. Nope. These birds just refuse to hit for me. For everyone, really. We'll grab a cherry and hope for a fish. We get it. Okay. Down will go our wood stork next. We do win that end of round beautifully. Nothing there we care about. I think it's going to be wood stork, Abbott's booby, common buzzard, and lay eggs for whatever else. We're going to have to get food one more time. We definitely don't have the food for everything, so let's grab up this nectar right now. We'll take ourselves a grain. Maybe the sandal crane might be better, but I don't think so. Another nectar. Tons of nectar. Nope. Just not going to work for us. To be expected. There we go. Okay. We got tons of cards to play here. We have 4 food. We need... If we do these 3, this crane might lead us to big points. We'd have to use up 3 of our nectar, or 2 of our nectar and that cherry. Then what would that leave us with? A nectar and a fish here. And that would leave us with 2 rats. I don't think there's quite enough. Okay. This would be 2 nectar and a cherry, leaving us with 2 nectar. This guy would be a fish and a nectar, leaving us with 1 nectar. And this guy would be 1 nectar, 2 grubs, and a rat. I think we can do it. Let's get this guy down for our bird bander, and we get to chuck a... Nope, not quite. We'll do this, and that. I believe that should still give us with plenty of food. We'll lay a bunch of eggs right now, chuck a card. That helped our bird bander. Passerine, you're going to have to go. We're going to have to hope for some nice bonus cards here. The engine, I don't think we're going to beat this engine. Look at all them tucks. Bonus card, we're not too worried about that. But yeah, he's got tons of nice stuff in his hand now. Look at that. Yeah, this is going to be a smash. I say that every game, but I really mean it this time. How many eggs are we going to have? One, two. We need to spend 3 more. Get another tuck. Need to spend 3 more. Okay, so let's see. This is going to cost, well, let's go here. Fish and nectar. This guy will be nectar. Rat. We got tons of food left over. Maybe not tons. We spend a grain here. That'll be... we can hold off on laying eggs, actually. There ain't no rush there. Okay, we're going to spend only what we need here. Is fine. If we spend the fish, then we do, and then we have 2 fish left over in nectar. What's the nectar battle looking like in the? We're not going to be able to win that one, unfortunately, but that's okay. Yep, this is fine. Got nothing but boldness to clear off of here. Oh my goodness. The pain is real. Complete dud. I don't think we can do much. The Avid's Booby has to be played, so we can't play this guy even if it mattered. It's going the wrong direction anyways. This guy is not, right? Yes, he is. Those Sandhill cranes are huge. So we'll go with this guy. Couple of duds. Starting to feel a little bleak here. 2 duds in our hand. This Booby is going to have to pull off a miracle or else we are in trouble. Doing well on all these end of rounds, of course. Opponent has next to no egg generation. But winning the end, not doing bad on the nectar battles with that Raven and that Crow. So we're just going to have to see. Very poor. 4 points out of 3 bonus cards so far. Of course, they could be the 2 we discard and we get 3 bonus cards that give us points. We're going to hope that that is the case. I always forget that you can chuck a card. I am so locked into base game that it's a foreign concept to me. We will hold on to our food for a food tiebreaker. Chuck a card instead. The Harrier can go. That Booby. Come on. Let's go, Booby. Let's see what you got for us. Well, let's also think about... alternative plays here. What's he got? He's got 4 nectar. He's going to be able to spend them in the grassland. So, or the forest. If he spends them in the forest, we will be happy. If he does not, we will be sad. That's some points. That's some points. That is not. Okay, well, we have highly mediocre cards. You can go bonus cards, that is. That's a shame. 12 points out of 4, so that's 3 points each. Definitely seen better. We're going to check a card. We're going to wind up with, let's see here, 3, 5, 4, 6 eggs in ground nests. Will it be enough? He's got 1 currently. He can lay eggs. He can get 5 if he just lays eggs, but well, he's got the nectar. He's got the nectar for it. We will have 3 plus, oh, we'll also have 5. Wait, 1, 2. Nope, we'll have 6. Okay. We will just barely eke this out if he decides to lay eggs. Thank you, Musk Duck. Definitely do you. And there we go. Now, Partridge might have actually been a bit slow for us. Those 3 food, we only activated it twice the whole game, but it did give us a lot of wiggle room throughout the entirety of the game to take cards down without having to worry about eggs. Right up to the end, when it mattered, we eke out that end of round thanks to it, so probably a good play. He has eggs, so he laid eggs. Didn't quite squeak it out. We got all of the end of rounds, but I think those tucks are going to be our demise. So, and losing 2 end of rounds or 2 nectar battles. So let's see here. We won 5 and lost 2. That's still pretty good. That's 9 extra points from nectar and end of round. Only 4 ahead there. Bonus cards. Well, get 1 up. End of round goal will help. Eggs only by 2. The tucks. The tucks are going to do it. Away. Oh, nectar is. Oh, it's him. 101 to 103. Closer than I expected. GG Dubbin. Let's see what he had. Those bonus cards, man. That was sad. I'm blaming the bonus cards. Let's go to our overview. 101 is not a particularly strong score, if I do say so myself. What did he have? A 0-pointer? Okay, 7 visionary leader. What more could you ask for? Yeah. Okay. So I wonder why he laid eggs. I guess he had the 2. Could have played. I would have maybe played the warbler instead. That was only 4 points. This guy was 3 points plus a bonus card. But oh, because then he'd only have 1 egg. He would have 0 eggs actually. And that would lose him a bunch of points. Laying eggs was his only option. Okay, well, GG, a close one. Let's go back. Let's get some details. Let's give our own board one last look, actually. See how we did. It tried to do the forest engine, but kind of neglected the grassland. Hope for the best with bonus cards. Didn't pull through. A close game. Well played, Dubbin. Appreciate the game. GG. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.